And we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, Bar911970. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. This has been an interesting couple of days, but I want to show something that actually can be positive if you decide to change your destiny. I mean, we can get stressed out, we can get aggravated, we can get depressed, but if we do nothing about it, nothing changes. So I want to show you that good things can happen if you decide to lose the fear, overcome the anger and frustration and depression, and do something about it. So I want to show you guys, I'm going to do a screen share really quick. And of course, today is the 9th of August, 2017. It's currently 4:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's good to know that people can be able to hear me. And I'm going to do a screen share. Now, all of them haven't changed yet. There's still plenty of them under review. But I want you to see this. So give me a second so you'll be able to see it on the screen. And there we go. You should be able to see it now. All right, so let's go to the video. So you could see the one that I was talking about yesterday, about the sun gazing, about how my eyes are fine, and the other one about sun gazing. Those have been put back. Now, some of them are still under review, and I got a lot more that I have to go under, but here's the most important part as of now. So let's go to the most viewed. My most viewed video, if you haven't seen this one, it's a good 90 minutes worth of truth. The truth about the United States law on you. They changed it back. So this is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube and Google, because Google owns YouTube, are using computer algorithms. So anything that has a title or anything that you put in the description that goes under a certain buzzword, they will automatically attack it in hopes that some people will just give up and quit or shut their video down, delete their channel, or stop making videos. Now, I told you guys yesterday that, yes, I make a little bit of money, and I even show that in the video, and it's still there if you want to see it. I don't do this for the money, but any little bit, you know, that puts gas in my car. So I'm not a big channel, so even though I have almost 40,000 subscribers, they try very hard to pigeonhole people that are trying to speak truth, using it under the guidelines of, oh, well, they're an independent company and a private corporation and they can do what they want. Well, they can only do that for so long until all of a sudden they start losing revenue. So if I would have just been depressed and been angry like I was upset because it's even more of my channel being smashed down to the point where less and less people can see it. I could have easily just said, you know what, I'm going to delete my channel, or I'm going to delete the videos, or I'm not going to do anything. Well, this should prove to you that if you fight, you can win. And they want you to be depressed. They want you to be fighting amongst each other. That's why they talk about the Black Lives Matter and the feminist movements and the Republicans versus the Democrats, the blacks versus the whites, the Russians versus the Americans, and all these other things, because they want you distracted from the main goal. In other words, they want you to keep your eye off the ball. They want you to be either distracted, they want you to get handouts, which is why millions of people are on government subsidies and welfare programs that are designed to keep you in poverty and never allow you to thrive, so they can get your votes to continue to do what you think is helping you. Now, obviously, having food stamps or something and helps your family from starving to death, that's a good thing. But they're never there to allow you to thrive and benefit. So the more people they can keep poor, the easier it is for them to control people. But here's the secret that they seem to not want us to know about, is we are the masses. Now, if you've ever seen, well, I won't get into any movies because I don't want anything flagged, even talking about a movie or anything. But let's say there's a bully who has let's just say a full automatic machine gun. So we have one bully, or terrorist, whatever you want to call him, with an automatic machine gun. And there are 10,000 people that surround him. How long do you think that one person will last before the crowd overwhelms him? Now, if everybody tries to run and hide and scatter and go away from him and don't try and stop him, that one person's going to do maximum amount of damage. But if everybody said enough is enough, and they overwhelm the person with their numbers, their masses, they can overcome anything. So now I'm not speaking about violence. If you look at my videos, they are not about violence. They're all about teaching people to think in a better way, to think in a higher vibration, to know that just allowing evil to thrive may seem okay because it's not hurting you, but as you can see, as they stretch their tentacles further and further, eventually it affects more and more people. And the idea is to get the strength and the courage and to eliminate the fear and know that you can, by doing the right thing, achieve whatever you want. So I'm going to make sure I get as many of these as possible. So they use algorithms. So they initially want just, oh, you know, we're going to discourage people, going to depress people, going to anger people, going to frustrate people, and most of them probably won't do anything about it. I could have easily done that. But as you could see, even in this video alone, which is my most important video I have on here, when they manually reviewed it, they saw that there was nothing wrong with it, and all I was doing is exercising my right to free speech. There is no hate speech. There is no violence. There is no graphics. There is no nudity. There's not even cursing. So when they manually viewed it, they saw that it was advertiser-friendly and changed it. So I want to teach people out there that you can do everything. And I want to give a quick shout out because resource-based economy, I actually just sent $1. I thought that was pretty cool. That stuff's absolutely not necessary, but it is definitely appreciated. And if anybody does that, I want to thank them. So to me, I grew up with not a lot in my life, but it taught me to appreciate every little thing that I have. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to get mad. It doesn't mean I'm not going to get angry. It doesn't mean I'm not going to get sad or depressed. These are things in life. But if we can learn from them and utilize and motivate ourselves from them, then they serve a purpose. So if you see the video I made yesterday, you could hear by my voice that I was frustrated, that it was disappointing, that it was a little bit hurtful, because my channel is based on trying to help people. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to help everybody, and it doesn't mean I get everything right, but I'm sure the people that are here on a regular basis see that I am as genuine as possible, and I sincerely want to help people. The strength lies in you. You can either create your own destiny by saying you cannot achieve anything, you cannot do anything, you allow your depression and your fear and your anger and whatever to overcome you, and then you will create that truth. You will create that path. Or you could say it's okay to get angry sometimes. It's okay to get depressed sometimes. It's okay to get frustrated. It's okay to get knocked down. But it's not okay to not get back up again. It's not okay to just give up. Because let's put it this way. If you're in a race, the idea is to become the first person to cross the finish line. But if you make it across the finish line at all, that's an achievement. Now, what happens if somebody tripped you? If you stay down and cry and give up and walk away, will you ever finish the race? No. So it doesn't matter that if you would have kept going, the inevitable would have happened. If you fall, no matter how, whether it was an accident or done on purpose, if you choose to cry about it, stay there, or walk away, well, you've created your destiny of failure of not completing that race. Now, you may not finish first, but if you finish it at all, it shows your willpower and achievement and your strength. Government, corporations, the educational system, the media, they're designed and owned by only a few very wealthy people who have an agenda to get you to fight amongst yourselves, to keep you down, to keep you depressed or poor, or maybe buy you off with a few trinkets, or keep you entertained with unlimited 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week garbage to make you stupider, more focused on yourself, and less focused on the world peace, being able to really provide for your family, not just getting a few scraps and thanking them for their little tokens, but to have us all achieve everything. So yes, yesterday I was upset. Yesterday I can't say depressed, but I was definitely disappointed. But I have a strength that they will never be able to take away, no matter how much they try and defeat me. Because my goal is to make sure that until the day I no longer can breathe, or the day comes where there is change, I am going to continue to do this, because it's the right thing to do. And I've had my death threats. I've had my attacks. I've had people make fun of me. I've had YouTube make sure that even though I have almost 40,000 subscribers, less than 1% ever get to see them. And yet I'm still here going strong. And I make sure I do what it takes to keep it going. And the less people that involve themselves in this, the faster and easier it will be for them to make it to the day where you're not allowed to do or say anything. And that's what they're focusing on now, with the whole different agendas that you see what's going on and about us fighting ourselves, whether it's for protection, safe space, freedom of choice, freedom of religion, all these different things. They're making us hate each other instead of communicating with one another. So we fight amongst ourselves, and they are sitting there laughing, propagating the whole situation and profiting off of it. Because remember, now Trump is thinking about potentially wanting to start some kind of war with North Korea. Do you think Trump is going to send any of his children or grandchildren or friends or family to go over there and fight? Do you think any of their family is going to die if this happens? No, it's going to be your brothers and sisters, your mothers, your fathers, your cousins, your friends, your loved ones. Unless we decide there is no more of this. If we don't fight the system is going to take over. Now, I've been talking about this for years. I was laughed at. I was made fun of. But look what YouTube is doing right now. They're trying to silence people. They're making sure the stuff that keeps you entertained, the stuff that will not allow you to grow, that will not allow your brain to expand, for you to not learn the truth, they'll have plenty of those people promoted, and they'll make tons of fiat currency in the process. What's right is right. So it's up to you. You can stay silent. You can sit there and say, oh, well, he sounds right, and that's great, but I don't want to do anything because I don't want to rock the boat. Well, that boat is going to sink. Do you want to be one of the people that goes down under because you didn't want to rock that boat? The boat is already rocking. The idea is to stop the people that are doing it, because you rock a boat long enough, eventually it's going to capsize. And everything that you have protected, every little bit of tokens that they sent you, will disappear and put it in their pocket. Just look at how businesses acquire other businesses. It's the shark eating the smaller shark. So you can control your own destiny. And hopefully, if you haven't seen the beginning of this video, you will watch it when it uploads. And who knows? Maybe they'll flag it. Who knows? Maybe they'll demonetize it. Who knows? Maybe they'll keep it silent. But right now, there are at least 24 people that are watching it. And if 2 people out of those 24 say, you know what, it's time that I start doing something, it's time I start saying something, it's time I start sharing something, then good things can happen from that. Because if those 2 people get 2 people, and those 2 people get 2 people, it's a matter of time. And that's what the system is afraid of. They've tried to mock us. They've tried to threaten us. They've tried to silence us. And yet we're still here. Learn from that. Grow from that. Take that energy and motivate yourself to say, I don't want this to continue in the direction it's headed. Because if we were heading towards a better place, I'd say that's great. And it's wonderful that I have all those motivational videos. But if the earth is destroyed because of a few stupid people, well, it doesn't matter how motivated we are and how positive we think if there's no air to breathe and no water to drink and no food in our stomachs. We will win unless we choose to fail. So if you're running that race and somebody trips you or you slip and fall, and it happens 5 or 6 times, you get up every single time and you continue to finish that race. Because the moment you walk away, which is your choice, is the moment you cannot win that race. Like they say in the lottery, you got to be in it to win it. You can't win if you're not in it. So how do we win if people are afraid? If people allow the few trinkets that they send you to overcome you and your truth? Because it hasn't hit you yet. Because it will. Look what it's doing to YouTube. This is just the beginning. It's going to continue. And people have said for years that I was crazy about this when I talked about how the media was corrupt, way before Donald Trump ever made it popular and trending. I was talking about that back in 2011, 2012, when people were laughing hysterically and making fun of me for it. They're not doing that anymore because they can see themselves. Because even the most blinded person can eventually see when it's presented to them so much that they have no choice but to look at it. So I'm fighting this system the best I can. I do it alone. And that's why when I put up things like my Patreon account, it's not mandatory. You don't have to do it, but anybody that wants to is more than welcome to. That's why I just put the link. It is also going to be in the description. Because YouTube is going to make it very difficult for people and channels like mine. And even the bigger channels like the Alex Joneses in the world and all the other quote-unquote truther ones that do a lot of fear porn selling. They love when smaller channels like ours disappear because that's less competition, which means more revenue for them. I'm not about the revenue. I'm about the information. And that's why I can get silly people out there saying, oh, well, you sell Orgone pyramids. I sure do. But I also have videos that teach you how to make them. I don't have to post those things. I could easily just sell them and not teach you how to make them. But because I care about more than myself, I say, here is how you make them. I give you step-by-step details so you can make them yourself. But if you don't want to, I already have them. Anybody, if you learned, you could build your own car. But isn't it a little more convenient and probably a lot faster to go buy a car from someone else? So you do what you want, but if we stay silent, they're going to continue to slowly encapsulate us. They do it a little bit at a time, so you don't even realize it. And remember, like I've said in so many videos, you need real eyes to realize. So I'm starting to get some of my videos back because their algorithms tried to say that they're not advertiser friendly. When I decided to do something about it and they actually manually investigated them, they're starting to see that they're perfectly fine. Just imagine if I didn't do it, or just imagine I got so frustrated yesterday I said, to hell with it, and I deleted my channel. Go look at my video, The Truth About the United States Law and You. Look at the comments. Look at how many people say this is eye-awakening. How many people have thanked me over the years for making these videos. How many of them said that my video easily made it easy to understand. Just imagine if it wasn't there. This is what they try and do. They want to frustrate you. They want to upset you. They want to depress you. They want you scared to think if you do anything, you're going to be disappeared in the night. Well, you know what? I'm still here. So I'm going to end this video now so it has time to upload, and I also know if videos are too long, most people don't pay attention. What I'm asking from you all is to share my videos, post them on your social networks, view them with other people if you view them and find them as important, because I cannot do this without you, because YouTube and Google is going to do everything in their power to make sure videos like mine and others are going to not see the light of day as much as possible. So I thank you for your comments. I thank you for your views. I thank you for your subscriptions. And we'll win unless we decide to walk away from the race. I'll be damned if I ever do. So thanks for listening. Have a great night, and I'll see you next video.